Hello students, today we will do an activity to verify that if two parallel lines are cut by a transversal, then each pair of corresponding angles are equal and each pair of alternate interior angles are equal. So this thing we will do with the help of the activity, and for this what material required students? Sheet of paper, pencil, ruler, protractor and color. Any color you can use student here. So student, this is a sheet of a paper where I will draw the two parallel lines which will cut by a transversal line. This is a pencil, this is a ruler, this is a protractor which is also known as a D, and this is a color because we have to need a color only for to highlight the line, so that's I'm using this one. Okay, so now student we will start our activity. So firstly student, what we will do that we will fold this paper in that manner so that the crease will develop here like this as I am doing here. So you can see when I have folded, so you can see one crease has developed here. Similarly, now one more in the same manner we will fold it so that the crease will develop here. So you can see now one more crease has also developed here. So you can see here are the two creases, and you can see these two creases are developed in this manner so that the two parallel lines are here. So now student, with the help of this, now firstly with the help of a ruler, I will draw these two lines here. You will also do in the same manner students. Clear? And these two lines, name we will give them. So like this student you will do. So firstly, I am giving the name to these two lines. Let their name is L and this one is your M. So we can say that L is parallel to M. Now student, we have to draw a transversal also which will cut these two parallel lines. So like this, in any form we will fold it here. So you can see student, when I have folded, so this one is also developed, so it forms in a shape of a transversal. So now I will draw a line here on this crease only I am doing here. So you will also do in the same manner students. So this transversal name I am giving you N. Now student, you can see that when transversal N intersect these two lines L and M in these two different points, so they are forming the angle. So I am giving the name to these angle. Suppose it is your angle 1. This is your angle 2. This one is your angle 3. This one is your angle 4. This is your angle 5. This one 6, this one 7, this one 8. So I have given the name also these angles. Now student, what we will do, that with the help of our protractor we will measure these all angles. But firstly, before that, what we will do you remember student, I taught you before also and you know as well, that what are the corresponding angles. So you can see student, what are the corresponding angles here? Angle 1 and angle 5 are corresponding angle. Similarly, angle 4 and angle 8 are corresponding angles. Angle 2 and angle 6 are corresponding angles. And angle 3 and angle 7 are corresponding angles. So firstly student, what we will do, that we will make a calculation table which is also an observation table also here. So student, firstly we will draw an observation table. So like this you will also draw it student. Here we will mention corresponding angles as well as alternate interior angles. Okay. So like this student you will also make. So here I will divide it into two parts. One part for corresponding angles, another for alternate interior angles. Okay. So in the one part I will write corresponding angles. On this one, here we will write alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles. Now student, firstly, with the help of this sheet, firstly you will tell me student, and you will also see that what are the corresponding angles and alternate interior angles. So student, you can see what are the corresponding angle. We can see here angle 1 is equals to angle 5. Why? Because they are corresponding angles. So there, when we will measure it with the help of a D, so we will see that their angles should be equal. So firstly I am writing here what are the corresponding angles. Angle 1 equals to angle 5. Their measurement we will afterwards write. Then angle 2 equals to angle 6. Angle 4 equals to angle 8. Angle 3 equals to angle 7. Clear student? And here alternate interior angles will come. So you can see what are the interior angles. 4, 3, 5, 6 are the interior angles, and what are the alternate interior. So we can see here angle 4 equals to angle C. These are your alternate interior angle. Their measurement also we will measure. And angle 3 equals to angle 5. So now student, with the help of a D we will measure all these angles. So see student, what is the angle here? When you will see carefully students, so you will see in my case it is forming angle 68 degree. Which one? Angle 2. Angle 2 is coming mine 68, and angle 1 is mine 112 degree. Clear students? So now I will write it here that angle 2 is my 68 degree and angle 1 is 112 degree. So I will write it here also. In this also I will mention that angle 1 is 112 degree, angle 2 is 68 degree. Similarly student, now we will measure rest of the angle also with the help of a D. Firstly we will see this one angle, angle 5 and angle 6. Again student, see carefully. When you will see it, so you can see what angle it is forming here. It is forming again 68 degree and 112 degree. Means which one is 68? Your angle 6 is your 68 degree and angle 5 is your 112 degree. Clear? So that also I am writing here that angle 5 is 112 degree, angle 6 is 68 degree. In the same manner student, we will measure angle 3, angle 4, angle 7 and angle 8. Now student, similarly student, when we will measure the angle 4 with the help of a D, so you can see what measurement is coming here. It is again coming angle 4 is our 68 degree. So we can write it that angle 4 is 68 degree. So this is 68 degrees students. Here also I am writing together so that it will be easier for us. Now I will measure angle 3. In the same manner, student, you will also measure it. Carefully, student, you have to keep your D above this line. So here you will see. So student, you can see what is coming here. It is coming 112. So at this angle, angle 3 is 112 degree. Is it clear? So here I am writing angle 3 is 112 degree. Similarly, now we will measure angle 7 and angle A. So firstly angle 7. Again the same manner we will keep our D here. So student, again we can see it is coming, this one's angle 7 112 degree. So angle 7 is 112 degree. Again angle 7 I am writing here 112 degree. Now we will measure angle 8. So student, you can see angle 8 is coming. Angle 8 now when you will see carefully. So you will see that it is coming, this measurement is coming 68 degree. So we can say that angle 8 is 68 degree. Clear students? So here also I am writing angle 8 is 68 degree. Now student, you can see that I have find my all the angles. So now student, we can see that we have find all these angles. Angle 1 is 112 degree, angle 2 68 degree, angle 3 112 degree, angle 4 68 degree, angle 5 112 degree, angle 6 is your 68 degree, angle 7 112 degree, angle 8 is your 68 degree. Now we will see that as we know that the corresponding angles are equal, but now with the help of the measurement of the angle, we will see are they really equal or not. So first lesson we will see angle 1 and angle 5. You can see both measurement is 112. So you can see these both angles are equal. Similarly, angle 2 and angle C, both angles are your 68 degree. So we can say that the corresponding angles are equal. Similarly, angle 4 and angle 8, you can see these are the 68 degree. So you can see same measurement is coming. Angle 3 and angle 7 112 degree. Clear? Similarly student, now so with the help of this we can say that all the corresponding angles will always be equal. Now student, we will see alternate interior angles. So angle 4 and angle 6. We know that angle 4 and angle 6 are alternate interior angle. You can see they are 68 degrees. So it means alternate interior angles will always be equal. Similarly, angle 3 and angle 5. Angle 3 and angle 5, you can see this is 112 degree. So we can say that all the alternate interior angles of a two parallel line which cut by a transversal line will always be equal. Hope so student. Now with the help of this activity, it is clear to everyone that when a two parallel lines will cut by a transversal line, so each pair of the corresponding angle will always be equal, and also its all alternate interior angle will also be equal. Thank you students.